So the next task is to undo this union for the brake pipes. So you need a brake pipe spanner for this, but before you start going on this, you'll see that it's quite a rusty beast, so therefore we need to get the rust off it as much as we can, soak it in penetrating fluid, and that way then you've got a better chance of undoing this union without breaking it. Right, so now I've got most of the rust off it, or as much as I can. The next step is to soak it all, this entire union and all the threads, then try and undo it. So leave it to have a think about what it's done. When it's all soaked in nicely, we should be able to get this union undone. Although I know from the other side of the car, this isn't going to give up without a fight. Right, I've left the union about 5 minutes for it all to soak in the penetrating fluid. So, moment of truth, let's see if I can actually undo it. So, for this I'm going to use a 10mm brake pipe spanner. These brake pipe spanners are a little bit different in that, like an ordinary spanner, or unlike an ordinary spanner, it grips at several different points, but it also has a gap in it to allow you to get around the brake pipe. So, I'll pop this on, see what happens. Right, so straight away, it's not a snug fit, and that's probably because of this union being rusty. So instead of it being 10mm, like it should be, more like 9 or even 8. If I just try a 10mm, ordinary 10mm spanner on it, yeah, it's exactly the same amount of give. I think if I was to try and turn this, it's probably just going to slip. And you can feel it rounding. So the next trick is to try and file an edge onto it. So that's my next step. Right, so I've just filed a bit of an edge into the bolt. So I'm going to try again with a 10mm. I'm just going to see how far out it is. Oh yeah, it's a good millimetre. So all I'm ever going to do is round that off. It's not wanting to budge. It's not wanting to move. So the problem that we have is that the steel for the nut, I mean, even trying to rock it, it's just rounding, and this does happen. Right then, last chance saloon then before I cut this thing off using this is to, let's just see if I can get a grip on it and undo it. So I'm going to use a pair of mole grips. These don't tend to undo stuff, they just tend to destroy them completely. So I'm going to do my best to try and grip onto this. Right. Got my mole grips on, nicely held on, so I'm just going to try and swing on it. Holy smoke! You hear that? So that has actually turned. This is still knackered and it's not going to go back on the car, but this does actually prove the penetrating fluid and brute force does actually work. So this is the other thing that happens when you're working on rusty old cars with brake lines made of steel. When you turn the union, it breaks the pipe. But what it does mean is that I can undo this union woohoo! So got the brake union out. So I'll be able to release this brake pipe, this brake hose should I say, but that means I need to put in whole new brake lines, which I knew anyhow. Oh well, that'll be another video, won't it? What I need to do next is there is a retaining pin, like a clip, and basically it holds this rubber brake hose into this bracket here. So I need to kind of get this out, and that's going to be fun. So we're going to use some penetrating fluid. Hopefully that'll ease it. But it goes in this way. You're never going to be able to pull it out. Even with mole grips, they don't pull out. So I'm going to try and hit it out from the other side. So let's move to our next location. There we go. So where does this brake pipe go? that is what I am not looking forward to tackling next. So you start to get an idea of sometimes how long it takes to get things undone. I'm not even a professional, as you can probably tell, but this is what DIY mechanics is all about. You find a way to get these things undone. Once you've done it about 10 times, or you've gained some experience, you learn the best way to do it. I wouldn't have said that's probably the best way to do it, but it's got it undone. Right, I'm going to go have a brew. Laters.